Hey everybody, welcome back to Not Playing Magic, Avacyn Restore Draft. Number 2, round 3. We are 2-0 at this point, looking to go 3-0 in this draft. We are facing World Wiz, who runs a green-white splash black deck. Some things to note in his green, he's got a Sheltering Word, which gives this guy +1/+1 in hexproof. U Spirit, a Snare of the Skies, a Force Mage. In white, he's got a Zealous Strike, a Banishing Stroke, and a Righteous Blow. Haven't seen what he's splashing black for just yet, but it's got to be something. So he's going to play first. We'll be on the draw. We would not like to mulligan. This is a good hand for us. Very fast hand. So let's see what happens. If we can get the Vampire Revolt tech is a spot we want to be in. Okay, perfect hit there with a third land. So we'll ship the turn over. Didn't see a lot of early drops from this guy. Hoping we can just blow him away. But we'll see what happens. We'll play the second land out and ship the turn over. There'd be no reason to do anything at this point, since he's not soul bonded and couldn't even trade. I do like trading up with Stonewright, but I also like keeping him on board for just big swings. So. Alright, let's see what he plays out. Nothing, that's good for us. We're going to want to go ahead and put the prowess... I want to say we're going to want to go ahead and put the prowess on the Stonewright almost. We're not going to be attacking much with him, and he can ping off some guys. So I don't know if we want the Cathar on board for the next swing step. Obviously here we could get in for 3. Yeah, you know, we'll go ahead and get in for 3 while we can. We're not going to be blocking in any case. We do not want to... Oh, the no block, yep. We don't want a soul bond just yet. Get in for 3, with the idea of being next turn. Okay, there's his Righteous Blow. I guess better then than later. With the idea being we go Vampire to Revolt at some point soon. See if he hit his 4th land, and he did. So he's on pace with us, which is fine. Be nice to see him play a 1 toughness creature. Kind of like that. Okay, oh, a bunch of good cards, jeez. This is going to be very interesting. Let's think of the line of plays. If we play out the Commander here, we're going to get some fat guys on the Thatcher's Revolt play. If we play out the Vampire and we trade a blocker, he gets a little bit bigger currently. If we play out the Prowess on the Cathar, he can just be our pinger. Let's see. If we Prowess, we ping the Wolf and take 2. If we play out the Vampire or the Commander, we just hope we can block 1 and take 2. It doesn't seem very good. So let's just go for the safe play here and leave up Banishing Stroke mana and just kill the Wolf while he doesn't have his mana up. Okay. I know that's a boring line of play, but I don't think he's got enough power on the board where we have to worry about getting our threats out super quickly. We are going to have a very good game once they get rolling. Not sure why he fake tapped there. Oh, he just tried to attack and got the prompt for a first strike. Okay. And the fact that he doesn't have a card there is just really good for us. We'll play out our planes. Let's see. If we go Vampire here... I think we play out the Commander, with the thought being, on the next turn, if we draw into a land, we're going to play Vampire. No, actually we'd probably play Cathar Revolt. I don't know. We don't want to play really the Revolt without the Vampire in play, so maybe this was a bad thought here. We'll just go ahead and get in for 2 while we can. Actually, do we need to? Oh, it's already too late. If he has another Righteous Flow, then we just eat it and lose our enchantment. So that's why I would have not attacked there, but I did, and I guess we're okay with it. So we'll see what he has. If we draw into a land, it's going to be a tough call. I think I want to get the Vampire out. Okay, let's see what he goes ahead in Miracles here. He might want to get the Prowess off the board. We're not sure. It's the most 2-for-1-y that he could do. Yeah, he does. Okay, so that's actually very good for us. We don't care about the Prowess so much once we get our guys cruising. Alright, let's see what we draw into. Okay, a land, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and get our Vampire out and probably take again. And then next turn, it just gets a little bit ugly for him. Let's think of what he could have here. If he has the Avenger and we throw the Commander into it, that's going to be a dumb play. But if he had the Avenger, he would have played it a couple turns ago, so... yeah, let's go ahead and... Well, let's think if we don't here. If we don't attack with this and risk losing it, because he's a lot of our tech for the next play. We're going to go ahead and sit back, actually. You guys let me know what you think of that play, but I just don't know if he has the Avenger, and if he did, that's just a big L we take there, in the sense that we're going to get, plus $1 million on our next play. Oh, great, a Vessel slowing the game down. This is exactly what we want to see. I think we just outright win here. We're going to get enough pump on our guys, and we're going to have his Inquisitor be unblockable. So we wish our opponent good game. Thanks for playing, but we're going to go ahead and just win. So even if he was holding back mana for a Joint Assault, he just quits here. Let's see, we'll have him not be able to block. Okay. We'll pump our guys a little more. So right now he's seeing himself being taken down to 7, and then what he's not seeing is the game ending on this turn. So, good game to our opponent. Now we have a good lead in the finals, so... And I don't know why he's not scooping. Maybe he just wants to see if we're smart enough to click attack, but we are. So we'll put him down to -14 and take the win. Okay, so let's think of what we want to maybe throw into our deck here. Pillar I still like. Vigilante, I don't know if I like him so much, but he does get rid of the Inquisitor when First Strike isn't up. Other things we could potentially put in, a Guise, which is worse removal than we've got. Scalding Devil, we're not going to play that slowly. Thunderbolt, I didn't see him have anything flying in the recordings that I watched of his. Leaving us with a Call to Serve, which may be worth getting in. Gets any creature out of Righteous Blow range. So we'll go ahead and throw that in. As far as what we want to take out for it, I don't really know. I don't think that the Explorer is going to be as good because he doesn't have... Well, he has one Swamp, but... haven't seen him use a card for it. It might just be a very light splash, so I don't know if he's going to actually get it out. Let's see what our other options would be to dump. I do like Prowess, I do like the Lancer and both Cathars. If we want to keep the Explorer in, we're dropping the Vigilante, but I think the Vigilante is fine to speed up this game, so we'll go ahead and do this, not play the Explorer, and see where that takes us. Our opponent will decide whether or not to play first. I assume he is going to, and he does. Having our Banishing Stroke in the opening hand is not good, but everything else about this hand is just bananas. We will not be mulliganing. We draw into a land, and it's going to be a really, really quick game. Or even drawing into that guy for now is fine, but we do need to draw into a land next turn then to make this game very quick. So we can't do anything. We'll shift this turn in F6. We'll see if he's got his 2-drop. Looks like he does. He's not just passing his turn. Yep, he's got his 2-drop. That's fine. We draw into a land. Not quite. We really need to hit that next turn. No, you know, we'll go ahead and see if he wants to trade here. And he does not. Okay, made sure he had the ability to read the Vigilante text. So we'll go ahead and play out our Inquisitor and really, really hope that we just nail that land next turn and start making this game go pretty quick and pretty ugly. Alright, there's his Force Mage, a card that, you know, it's a really good card, but with our tech, we're hoping we can run over it. Not sure that's actually going to happen now, because it's all going to come down to the land on this turn and this turn only. Alright. Well, we got it. We do want to bring in the Ringleader and just sit on this turn, taking a little bit of damage next time. The plan will probably be to Cathar Haste, make it so he can't block, and then make him make a choice on his trade. We hope that he swings in with both here. Okay, just one is fine, because then he's going to have to decide whether or not the Force Mage is something he wants to trade off next turn, or take like 8 damage. He'll probably end up just giving us a Borderland Ranger for one of our creatures on this next turn. You gotta be thinking. Okay, there's a Swamp, so he is playing probably a Bone Splinters or something. Alright, well, would be nice to get the Vampire out and swing with team, really making it hard for him. And maybe that is what we do. Let's see, if we bring out the Vampire and swing with everybody, it's going to be a 3-2, a 3-2, and a 2-1, which is essentially a 3-1 for blocker. So he would have to just trade head up, and then the Vampire is going to get a counter. I think we like that play. We're fine with making a Borderland Ranger trade, though I don't know if we're fine with the Borderland Ranger trade happening on the Ringleader, who has so much of our power. You know, we're going to go ahead and take for one more turn, and hoping he doesn't Bone Splinters his Ranger onto our Ringleader. Though 2 guys dying is actually fine for the Vampire. He was very quick to play that out and select something, so let's see what he's going for. Okay, the Vessel. This is good. When he slows the game down like this on one turn, sometimes one turn's all you need as the red-white deck. Okay, he's going to give one of his old little guys Death Touch. Gotta assume it's the Ranger yet. Okay. Well, we're almost... do we want to sort of trade off a board wipe here with a Banishing Stroke in hand and 1 mana short of playing it? I think we do. We're going to play this out here. And we're going to make it so the Ranger can't block. So if he wants to trade off the Peddler, that's going to have to be his play. And we are going to swing. Yeah, we just got to go ahead and swing here. I don't think we want to give up the Vampire yet. We want to make him make all of the decisions. And then we'll take the Vampire Pump. Okay, so he wants to keep out his Force Mage, which is fine. Give us a bunch of counters on this little guy. Also fine. Though we got to assume, since he played that black, that there's a chance we're going to get splintered or something, but not sure what else we do about it. We just got to really go for the push and the win as a red-white deck. So really we traded a Ringleader for a Nightshade Peddler. Not an amazing play, but I mean it's a play that, you know, isn't completely unreasonable. Alright, so if he soul bonds those two, we'll see what he has in hand. He's going to play a Mercy for 7 life. Okay, so he's sort of just kind of grasping here, I want to say. And we're just in a pretty good spot. We'll just keep chopping off with a Vampire. We do want the Vampire to have first strike just in case he tries to triple block, which would be very bizarre. We want him to get the damage in first. Let's think. He can safely block with the Force Mage on some of our guys. At least he thinks he can. We're just going to go ahead and swing with the Big Daddy, I think. He's choosing not to block there, making that guy a little bigger. Maybe he's got a way to deal with it, is the thought. Okay. We do have a chance to draw mana into a Banishing Stroke if he plays a Beast out here, leaving our big guy on the board, which is probably where we want to be. Let's go ahead and see what he does. If he... Alright, so he's just taking the safe attack, it looks like. But he's got to be considering attacking with more, yeah. Let's see, they're soul bonded. He's got the Joint Assault, we know, but we probably want him to use that now versus later. Let's see what happens if we think about taking here. We're taking 6, and if he Joint Assaults him, that's 8. I just think we got to force him to Joint Assault here if he's got it. There's no other way he makes that attack. Okay. So he's making our guy a little bigger, and still only getting in for a little bit. That's fine. Because if we draw into a land... No, we did not. Okay, we'll play a Prophet and attack with team. No, we will just actually whiff again. Okay, that's bad. See if he's got another Righteous Blow. It's going to go ahead and give us a little more pump. Alright. You know, maybe it's better that the Prophet is going to stay back on that misplay, because he gives us a chance to cycle through if he doesn't have to block. Alright, our opponent's got something to throw in at the end of a turn here. Maybe a Deathwind. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cycle here. Get rid of our other Prophet, hope to pull up a land. Yeah, Zeal Strike's just as good, I suppose. So really, if we can survive 2 turns, or throw our Banishing Stroke out, we're in a good spot. See if he's got any pump. He does not. And he's leaving the Force Mage back to block. That's where we want to be. Okay. We don't have enough mana to do anything sneaky. We want to get rid of this Force Mage here, so we are going to just attack with our Vampire, make him make the choice, and then we have the Zealous Strike up if he attacks with anything next turn, so that we can actually block the Wolf and kill it. He's really got to get rid of this Force Mage here. I don't see how he couldn't. Okay, well, he's not going to. We're going to stay back on this turn to play the Zealous Strike block. Still puts us at a point where if he has the Joint Assault, it actually kind of screws us, because we just blow a Zealous Strike into nothing. So we'll see what he's got. Okay, and I think that we can probably say good game to our opponent, unless he's got a big creature to drop out on us here. A Cloud Shift. Okay. We'll go ahead and swing with team and see what happens. If he does try to get rid of us somehow, we'll just go ahead and Cloud Shift. See what he's got. Okay, that's fine. Not even sure what he could draw into at this point that's going to do what he wants to do, especially when he sees us throw out a Seraph at the end of this phase. Oh, we can't. So, never mind. Not very smart on me. There. Not drawing into our land hurt us for a couple of reasons, it looks like. So, alright, well, thanks for watching. Another pretty successful draft. I think that we did it the right way in keeping our curve low. It kind of brought us to some trouble in the first match and a little bit in the second match, but in this third match we just saw that we pretty much tempoed our opponent to the point where he had no options. Plus, getting that vampire to be very fat is kind of insane. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you have comments or compliments, I'd love to hear both, so thank you again.